saying they were controlled. You got it. This is because you hit him.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. We have 58 seconds left to the half. It's 21-6. Green Bay is down there in the red zone, and we'll see what we get. Yeah, they got completion, I believe, on the 9-yard line here. It's been a crazy first half, to say the least. David Irving, 2 sacks. We have a Tyrone Crawford sighting. He got a sack. We've had some pressure on him, but when we have it, Arron Rodgers has been eating us alive. Unfortunately, we had a costly face mask penalty, which basically gave them a first down and kept this drive alive and kept them from getting a field goal.
Whoa,
and I see, okay, Arron Rodgers does not have his chin sprat. Okay, here he goes. Knock his block. Okay, Arron Rodgers takes a timeout. Arron Rodgers has been hit quite a bit. We had Byron Jones that actually lit him up from behind, and he's definitely feeling it. You haven't seen the smug look out of him. Now, when we look at this game thus far, time of possession, we've been killing it on them. It's been 17 minutes to 11. Dak Prescott has been lights out, 12 of 15, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, anybody, and I mean anybody out there that has something to say about Dak Prescott not being a quality quarterback or a good quarterback or we've lost because of Dak, well, you can go pound sand because that man is the real deal. He has been under distress, and you can't say that the running game is what's keeping him in there because the running game has not been that good. We only have 61 yards rushing. Zeke Elliott's run the ball 11 times and only got 23 yards. So, literally, everything goes through Dak Prescott. Now, let's see what we got here. First and goal on the 8-yard line, 58 seconds to go. Come on, defense. Let's dial it up. And it's a running play, and they just ran in it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be 21-13 at the half.
Yes, their kicker can make it.
Yeah, if their kicker can make it. He's already missed 1 extra point.
No, he'll make it.
Offensively, we have not been stopped as far as our passing game goes. Dak Prescott has hit 7 different receivers. And for once, it looks like our team, for the first time this year, it looks like our team is actually fired up about playing. I feel pretty good about how we're doing right now. Dak Prescott, he's getting pocket collapsing against him. He's seeing the gap. He's hitting it and getting down.
Did he miss again?
Oh, wow.
Did he miss again?
The Packers kicker just missed the extra point. Oh,
round of applause.
Crosby has missed 2 in a row. I think he has been actually butter when it comes to field goals and extra points. Wow.
So, how do you miss 2 in a row in an indoor stadium?
Benefit Brazil, true Dak. Oh, Dak attack. Dak is the real deal because everybody last year didn't want to give Dak Prescott credit. They kept saying it's only because you got that great offensive line, best in football. Zeke Elliott just runs the ball crazy. Dak just has to show up. Well, I got to tell you, when Dak Prescott rolled around, kind of Tony Romo-esque, keeping his eyes downfield, boom, that wasn't a dink and dunk. That, my friends, is a rare air type of a play. You've got to love that. He has been moving, and he has been under pressure because Green Bay has been coming after him. And again, notes that I have right now, things that I've absolutely loved. Of course, Dak Prescott, 146 QBR in the first half. You can't do much better than that, especially against the pressure that he's been facing. Going for it on 4th and 1. That, to me, is like a gut check type of a thing. That is a will to want to win. And that's basically saying that my people are better than your people, and I'm going to knock you off the block. And the Cowboys did it twice and got it. To me, that is momentum-changing type of deals, and that's actually a gut check from your coach that's not playing soft and playing safe. So I'm going to give Jason Garrett credit for that. You know, I've been lambasting Jason Garrett and saying that you got to come up with a different plan. You got to do things differently because you're too predictable. Going for it twice on 4th and 1, I'm proud to see that. Another thing I noticed too, And more of the passing downs, you're not seeing Jalen Smith in there. Jalen Smith, love him. Can't wait to see him completely healed and healthy. But in the passing situations, he does not have the back pedal mobility. He is a liability in there. You notice a couple plays early, he was getting beat on. They took him out with and had Hitchens as well as Damian Wilson in there playing. So they're doing some really good things there with the defense. And also, too, we're doing more at the line of scrimmage. We're not 10 yards off of the ball. We're actually getting up there and getting a chuck, trying to get these receivers out of the space. Now, of course, you're playing the bad man in Arron Rodgers, and we still have 54 seconds left. You're playing with 2 timeouts, so we have time. You're playing the bad man in Arron Rodgers, and he doesn't need much space. On one of those plays on that last drive, what he ended up doing was we had great pressure on him, but unfortunately there was a little gap there in the middle, the same thing like with Dak Prescott. If he's got a little gap, he can step up and keep his eyes downfield. Once he gets through that, he can survey the whole field and find the man that's open. So we have to keep discipline in that pass rush, and we will continue to get to him. All right, let's see what our Cowboys do with 54 seconds left here.
Let's hope we can.
First down, 25. Clean pocket. Father time. 9 yards. 47, 46 seconds on the clock. 45, 44. We have 2 timeouts. 42, 41. All right, let's see what we do here.
Let's get a field goal.
We need about 30 yards for a field goal. Witten.
Oh, it goes out of bounds.
Okay. Witten gets the first down, 5 yards. We need about 25 yards. We got 2 timeouts and 31 seconds. It would be great if we could go into the halftime with a field goal here, guys.
So that kickers.
F Green Bay.
It's the kickers.
The cornerbacks have more tackles than the linebackers. Yeah. Well, you're missing Sean Lee. Let's face it. Sean Lee is the engine that drives back there. Sean Lee makes everybody else around him better.
Especially Daniel Smith.
3 wides on the left, going deep, overthrew Dez.
You should at least try to get the field goal, please. I know you want the big
25 seconds, 2 timeouts.
If we get the field goal, let's put him up 3 scores going into half. 3 scores.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Let's just try to go for the field goal.
Where's Chobu? Chobu's right here. 25 seconds to see what we got here, guys.
Enough, at least get enough for a field goal.
You know, can't hold anything back, you know. After the Eagles ended up winning their game, definitely got to measly Beasley. Okay, first down, timeout.
Come on, call it.
Okay, 18 seconds. We got 1 timeout left. We need about 15 yards to be in field goal range. Man, this last 2 minutes of this half have been a long 2 minutes. Rubs his head. You still got 1 left. Still got 1 left of what, Dallas Cowboys? This game is hype. Well, for all those people who said the Cowboys have no shot, because there are a lot of people that gave up on the Cowboys. I say you don't give up on them, guys. We'll talk about everything that I liked that they did thus far as soon as we get here to the half. We got 18 seconds left.
The best kicker in the NFL.
Yeah. You know, we have to be happy that we actually don't have to worry about a kicker. You know, poor Tampa Bay and Nick Folk. And you got Crosby missing 2 extra points.
2 games they should have won.
Okay. Got pressure? Oh, shit.
Did they get it?
Oh, no. Stays with Dallas. Okay.
That's out of field goal range.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Woo. All right. That's the half.
That could have been a game changer right there.
Second half. Okay.
Here's
the thing we got to wonder now. Woo. All right. Stat-wise, Dak Prescott, 168 yards, 3 TDs. Arron Rodgers, 11 of 13, 107 yards, 1 TD. The difference is our defense has been able to sack the hell out of Arron Rodgers. We got 3 sacks. I want 3 more. I said my bold prediction was 5 sacks. We got to keep the pressure on them. The good thing is we have not been giving up rushing yards to them. They've only gotten 35 yards rushing. If we can keep that and keep Arron Rodgers, having to pass and keep pinning our ears back and putting pressure on them, we have a good chance. The Cowboys, the offense, pretty much that drive is the only drive that they've really been stopped on here. So that's fantastic. Dak Prescott is distributing the ball all over the place. 7 different receivers getting the ball. Like I said, I have to give Jason Garrett credit for going for it twice on 4th and 1, being a gut check and saying, we're going to go ahead and go for this. We're going to beat you. Things that bothered me, we were fortunate that we got a gimme penalty where Dez Bryant was in the end zone and he alligator armed the catch. He saw that guy coming and he was focused in on him. And I could, believe me, if it had been me, I'd be fearing for my head getting taken off too for catching that ball. But you got to make that catch. Fortunately, we got the unnecessary roughness. We got a new set of downs. We got the touchdown to Cole Beasley. Time of possession. First drive, we had the ball for almost 7 minutes. You got to love that. And that's the way you beat Arron Rodgers. You keep the defense fresh. You keep his ass off the field. On that first drive, we had too much time for Arron Rodgers. He basically wasn't touched. We started setting a little more pressure. We started mixing it up a little bit. We took Jalen Smith out on the defense a little bit more. Played more of Damian Wilson and Hitchens. Hitchens had that unfortunate face mask, which gave him that touchdown. Gave him a first down to give him that touchdown. But for the most part, they've been playing much better than what we got last week against the Rams. Jace, you're right. I have to give him timeout. Give him credit for the timeout to keep us from getting the penalty on 12 man on field. Basically getting caught with our pants down. Definitely a good move. Now the question will be, what halftime adjustments do we make? I hope that they don't look at the offense and say, we're doing everything perfect. We'll just keep doing exactly what we're doing. I still believe we need to get the running game going better. We only have 61 yards rushing, and I believe 25 of that is Dak Prescott rushing. So we need to get Zeke Elliott going. Shout out to Yo Check Me. Time for a shot, Mark. Sean Lee will be back in 2 weeks, yes. What did I cook? I made some Demarcus Lawrence Bang Bang shrimp sliders. Of course, Jobu had his chicken wings, and we had chili. So we had all of our usual stuff here. It's actually just me, Mike, and our cowboy dogs here that are wearing their jerseys. Going back to our roots of watching the game without a whole bunch of people here so Jobu can focus. And Jobu even has his own little voodoo doll brought back fresh from New Orleans yesterday. So we're going all out here to try and do everything for the Cowboys. You feel good that we're up 21-12, but we were up last week. We have to come back out, and we got to stomp on their throat. We have to go ahead and start punishing them. We have to get to Arron Rodgers. We got to put pressure on him. We got to knock that guy out. Okay, not physically knock him out. I don't want the guy hurt. I want him bruised. I want him banged up, but I don't want you to break his neck or anything. But you've got to keep pressure on him. You have got to have him start worrying about his health to get him off his game. I do not want them to come back in this game. I want to come back with a victory. I want to go into the bye week, have some time to get healthy and get ready to play the big stretch run. Other things that I liked, David Irving coming back, getting 2 sacks, man. You got to love that. As Rod Martinelli said, the guy looks like he's been out there eating palm trees like a dinosaur. Well, I got to tell you, dude looks huge pacing around the middle of that line. And if you're a quarterback looking and seeing that guy after being sacked twice by him, you're going to be thinking about him when he's right there in your face, in your view of vision, especially with the size of him. You got to love that. That can be the difference maker on this team. I believe we're up to 14 sacks already on the season. which is fantastic when you think about 2 years ago we only had 28 for the whole season. Um, we're also pressing the corner. The cornerbacks are definitely pressing more. And the thing I love about this game is Arron freaking Rodgers is not kind of back there as Joe Cool, not buckling his chin strap. He's worried about getting hit, and that's the way you got to keep him. Sarah, how are you doing? Yeah, Sarah, I agree with you. Rodgers is definitely buckling his chin strap. Byron Jones getting that hit on him. That was nice to see Byron Jones actually laying somebody out for once. Um, Mickey, I'm with you. I love seeing sacks. Zach, David Irving, he is a freak. Dude is huge. But, here's the thing. As good as we played in the first half, we're only 2 scores up. A touchdown and a field goal gets them back into the game. So
we can't. On that kicker.
We cannot relax at all. We have to come out and stop them. Green Bay is going to get the ball first. We definitely have to come out, balls to the wall, and knock them the heck out. Yeah, Anthony Brown, I'm not sure. Anthony Brown has kind of regressed. I don't know if it's that chip he put on his shoulder, that it's a soggy chip or a stale chip or something, but he's not seeming like the player he was last year. Believe me, I definitely want to see Xavier lay in the woods out there more. Jeff Heath, saw him a couple of plays in the first drive. Sorry, Jeff Heath, he's a liability. Go with the younger guy. Get Xavier Woods out there more. Billy, yeah, you're right. It's nice to see Cole and the hot sauce back out there too, because he's been definitely missing. The great thing that you have to love, and this is what the Cowboys did so well last year, was Dak Prescott being able to get the ball to so many different people. When you have that many people you have to cover, it makes it next to impossible for the defenses to stop you. And even when the running game isn't going. I'm hoping that we can get that running game going in the second half, because this is the time where you want to start grinding out long drives, eating up that clock. And if there's anything that Jason Garrett has always driven me crazy doing, is we'll be up, and yet we're still passing the ball like crazy, like we're behind in the game. Famously, we were up 26-3 against Green Bay, and we passed more than Green Bay trying to catch up with us. I don't want to see that. I want to see us get the running game going in the second half, pound the ball, pound that defense, keep Arron Rodgers off the field, and get this victory. Sarah, you're right. When Dallas's offense is on, they can play with anybody.
I think it's going to be that bad.
Yeah, that's going to be a big storm.
Went all the way up to Maine.
The run will show up. Let's hope the run shows up. We need that. I'll be honest with you. I was saying here to Michael that on some of the running plays, Zeke Elliott doesn't look like he is as quick to the hole. I know he has bruised ribs, but I'm looking at him, and he's not looking like the same Zeke Elliott. Don't get me wrong. The holes aren't as big as they used to be, where you just see a ton of daylight. The holes are definitely a lot smaller, but there are creases there to get there. And Zeke seems just a little bit slower getting to there. And you see where he's getting hit, where if he had just been a hair faster, he'd been in there for a much bigger gain. I don't know if that's all of the whole situation of the whole trial of the NFL. If all of those things have actually worn on him mentally as well as physically, that he's just not quite there. But there's definitely something missing from him. Fortunately, the rest of the team has been picking up through here, and I'm actually proud of the whole team thus far. We've made some mistakes that are correctable. You're going to make some mistakes, especially when you're playing against somebody like Arron Rodgers, but they are doing a much better job this week. That's almost cost us yeah.
Well, yeah, lucky penalty.
Melvin, you're 100% right that Jalen Smith, he's getting to the ball, he's getting tackles and stuff, but he's basically kind of waiting on the guys to tackle him. It's not where I see The hole is opening up over here. I know the ball's coming here. I'm going right there now to be force on force. It's more of he's waiting for the guy to come to him. And that's one is hesitation because he hasn't played in the pros. And two, I don't think he can still push off of that foot the way he needs to. And it's even worse when he has to go backwards into coverage that he can't plant and cut that well. It's kind of more I have to turn my whole body in there. And hopefully that'll come. But right now, you can't have him at pass coverage.
Not without Sean Lee.
Dak Knight rises. I love that. Morris is faster than Zeke. Chlorine bleach, I may have to agree with you for once that right now Morris does look faster than Zeke does at the moment. Morris looks like he has slimmed down a little bit and definitely, having not taken any hits really the last 2 years, seems to be kind of more have to go. Yeah, hats off. You know what? I have beaten Odell Beckham down for years. I feel bad about him breaking his fibula, and he's going to have surgery. He's definitely done for the season. As much as I don't like him,
I hate this
I don't like him actually getting hurt like that because I'd rather him be on the field screwing up so I can make fun of him. So thanks, Odell. I appreciate you doing that for me.
I hate this commercial with Odell Beckham.
Carlos, I gave Jason Garrett credit on the timeout. I gave him credit on going forward on fourth down. I gave him credit on mixing things up. Now, hopefully, in the second half, I can give him credit for a victory and for adjusting at halftime. Okay? I give credit where credit's due, buddy. I give credit where credit's due. What's my favorite type of music? I like old school rap, man. I'm sorry. I'm just like old, okay? So give me some Houdini, some Run DMC. I know that's old, but, they don't make music like that anymore. Defense better wake up. Well, remember, you're playing Arron Rodgers, and Arron Rodgers has been playing lights out. He had 4 TD passes last week, 3 the week before, 2 the week before that, and 1 the week before that. So they're not doing that bad. When you hold Arron Rodgers, let me show you, he's to 107 yards in the first half and 1 TD pass. You're not doing bad, okay? We've only given up 119 yards to the Green Bay Packers. I won't say that the defense is stinking by any stretch of the imagination. That's pretty damn good against Arron freaking Rodgers. We just need to keep it up in the second half. Okay, so here we are. Second half, we're kicking off. Hopefully, we'll be talking about a victory here in about another hour and a half, guys. I'll be live streaming after the game here, and hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, we come out with the win. And the ball's in the air. It's in the end zone. It's a touchback. All right, guys. Green Bay's beat up.
Cornerback.
Another cornerback for Green Bay with a concussion, so they are beat up. Troy Aikman is bad luck for us, yeah. You're gonna do a Humpty dance at the end. I'd like to see it. I might even do one of that. McCarthy is still red. Here we go. All right, so Arron freaking Rodgers has the ball. Guys, I will see you post game.